Hey, yo, we are back in the booth. I want to welcome you to a new installment into the Invest podcast. I'm your host, the one and only, never duplicated Johny Invest. Smack that subscribe button, subscribe to Invest Universal, be notified every time we drop dope, banging content. Man, it's been 2 months I've been here in the studio, man. I'm back. I'm with some gym guys, some guys I see at the gym every single day. I just met my man Mike. I've been seeing this guy for years in the gym every day. I know my man Eldo. He brought my man there. He's rocking the Invest Podcast hoodie. We're going to talk about work ethic, consistency, and discipline. We're going to talk about my man Eldo, who has a contest coming up really soon in November. He's actually recently got into coaching as well. And we're going to talk about mindset. We're going to kick it. I want to welcome my man Michael to the Invest Podcast.
What's good?
I want to welcome my man Eldo to the Invest Podcast. Man, we're about to definitely run it up. Man, my guys, just talk a little bit, introduce yourself, tell my guests a little bit about you, a little about your story, what you do. Invest. Kick it, Michael.
My name is Michael. I've been lifting since like 20 years old. When I was in the military, I just started
How long were you in the military?
I did 2.5 years.
Okay.
Yeah, I got an honorable discharge.
Where were you stationed?
Spain. Rode to Spain.
Oh.
Yeah. Bro, it was too much. Too much partying, man. Too much yay out there. Just too much, bro.
Yeah, let's real talk. Get to my man Eldo in a minute, but I want to unpack that really quick. Spain. Now, I've known people who've traveled to Spain, spent a few days in Spain, a week or so in Spain, but I've never met anyone that actually lived in Spain. So, I mean, talk to me about that culture and just how that was.
Well, I was on the ship, so I slept on the ship, and
Okay.
those bunks are like small, so I was cramped up.
Okay.
Honestly, like, they party till the sun comes up. I mean, like at like 8 in the morning, man. Like it's
In the military?
just Spain. Like everybody. In
So
Spain.
it's like everyone just kicks it out? I mean, everyone just parties out there? Maybe you're in a party area?
Nah, Spain. They party, bro.
I didn't know that.
They even have like there's like a little break time where like everybody goes home like in the middle of the day between like 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. So like, you know how we do 8-hour shifts? They'll do like 3 or 4, go home for a couple hours, come back and finish up. So like
They go home for a few hours?
for like an hour or two, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Different.
But yeah, there was a bunch of clubbing. Yeah, I mean, shit got wild. Yeah, I didn't like it, bro. That was too much partying for me.
Yeah.
I couldn't, bro. Nah. But I mean, you might like it.
Nah, I'm good, man. I'm older now. I'm a little bit past that. Maybe about 20 years ago, I probably would have liked that. About 20 years ago, I was kind of in my kick it phase, my party phase. Didn't have my kids yet. Once I got a little older and I had my kids, I got into my 30s, man, they really changed. When I think about it, I talk to my buddies now about the stuff that we used to do 20 years ago. Like, how did we make it?
Yeah.
Going out, partying, kicking it all night. Now I'm a lot older, so if I kick it too much, my body feels it for a week. If I drink too much, my body feels it for like days. So I'm very careful now about all that stuff, man. Everything's in moderation, but again, I'm a lot more careful, a lot more intentional on doing the right things. You know, now I'm getting older. My man Eldo, man, holla at me, man. Talk to my guests a little bit about you. Talk a little bit, about my man.
Yeah, my name is Eldo, and I started lifting since 2015, around end of 2014,
Okay.
around my high school time.
What got you into, what made you just want to pick the weights up, man, and then stick to it? What was it about it?
I was skinny,
Okay.
so I was like, yeah, I want to build some muscle. I started watching like a lot of Arnold videos,
Yeah.
Phil Heath videos.
Phil Heath was the guy.
Yeah, at that time. Then Jeremy Bundia.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
then I was like,
Jimmy Buendia, yeah. He's Buendia's from, I think, from Roseville.
yeah, he's from Roseville.
Yeah.
And 2016, I met this guy. He's my closer friend. So he was coaching one of my friends at that time,
Okay.
a Brazilian dude.
Yeah.
And I asked him, will I be able to step on stage like him one day?
Yeah.
And he said, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think you have the genetics for it.
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
Yeah.
And I was like, my close friend said that to me. Like, straight to my face.
Your close buddy, you know.
Yeah.
Damn.
But he's older dude. At that time, I was like so skinny, so young.
Yeah,
I
I
was
just
like,
didn't.
Yeah.
I just didn't see it because when you see like some of the videos of even if you'll see like Samson Dauda, like videos of him 10, 15 years ago before he started lifting, you'd be like, you didn't really like what the fuck. He was like I don't know, a soccer player, or rugby or something, but it didn't look anything like he did.
Yeah.
Now, so go back to that.
So I was like, Then 2016, I was like, I was 17. I was skinny. Then I was like, maybe I'll try to lift for another year consistent, follow the diet.
Yeah.
So I never had a cheat meal a whole year.
A whole year of no.
Whole year.
A whole. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You mean like
Not
you
even
didn't
a single
In-N-Out
cheat
burger
meal.
or anything for a
Nothing.
whole year?
No.
How'd you live?
Just like end of the senior year, I only ate egg whites, broccoli, not even rice. I'm telling you, not
So
even
you were
rice.
low carb?
Low carb.
Guys.
Just egg whites, broccoli, and some meats here and there. Then I was like, then I met Dorian around like 2016.
Shout out to my man. Shout out to my man Dorian Adams, man.
Dorian, and he said, I think you can step on stage. Give it a shot. Then I started dieting. Like 2018, I did my first show.
Yeah.
And from there, then I've been hearing the opposite stories. People have been saying, you have good genetics.
Yes.
You should keep on doing it.
Yeah.
Start doing it, start competing.
Yeah.
That was my starting point right there.
I mean, cause like, explain like, cause like, what you actually just said to me is something that stops a lot of people, because when you ask someone that you look up to, if they think you can do something, and they tell you that you can't, probably like 90% of people are just not gonna try to do it. So then it says, hey, do you think I have the genetics to step on stage? And they tell them no. Probably most of the guys or the girls are just not gonna do that. So what was your mindset to make you actually like, I'm gonna not listen to this, I'm gonna actually push it and see where I'm at? I mean, what made you have that inner, strength to do that, that mentalness, that takes balls, man.
First of all, I never gave up. Then like every single day, I slowly started to see like difference in my physique.
Yeah.
My arms started getting bigger.
Yeah.
My traps started getting bigger.
Yeah.
I've been slowly started seeing my abs, and I was
Yeah.
like, I think it's getting bigger. I think I still can do it.
Yeah.
I kept on pushing it. Then I slowly started to focusing on macros, like protein.
Man, you're like, I
supplements.
talked to you, man, and you are like turning into like a bodybuilding like scientist, dude. Like with this stuff, I sure did. Like,
Yeah.
Wait, at what point did you like realize that you do have the genetics?
Yeah.
People.
People
Like,
just told you?
People just told me, like, even if it was like one or two people, yeah.
Then you
It's
started to believe.
Like it's like more than 10, 20 people, then, oh yeah, something's right.
I mean, shit. When I start seeing you, you're already kind of built. I was like, shit, this kid is.
Yeah.
When I saw you, I'm like, you were already stoked. You look jacked. I'm like, I never thought that. So I always thought that you just had that look, man. So starting to hear it from people,
Right.
you're fueling the fire, because the fire already had to be in you to keep pushing anyway. And then when you start actually hearing that from validation from your peers saying you got it, I think now you knew like, damn, I got this shit.
Yeah. My close friends start telling me, you got to step on stage. You got
Yeah.
to keep doing it. Don't lose that fire. Just keep on pushing it.
Yeah.
And I started hearing from other people from the gym, outside the gym, wherever I go. They said, oh, you got a great physique.
Yeah.
Some people start asking me, do you compete? That means
Yeah.
I think I got to have a chance.
Yeah. When you start getting asked, like, hey, do you compete or have you done it? Then you kind of know that, hey, I'm kind of around the area to where I can kind of be able to do something. But that 1 year of no cheat, dude, that's like fucking crazy. And, I ate pretty good, but 1 year of no cheat, I don't think.
Yeah, that's tough. That is tough.
I think it was more than 1
Dude
year.
is an animal right here, man. I didn't know that wasn't even possible. I got a kid. I ain't gonna lie. I got a kid. He works for me at my company, and I'm trying to actually convince him to go on stage and do men's physique. This guy has no cheat meals, like, ever. Like, anytime, like, we'll buy pizza, we'll buy stuff for the employees. This guy won't touch anything, man. He reminds me of you, and I'm trying to convince this guy to actually step on stage. But you just, like, didn't have any cravings. You just like, must want to see what I can. I mean, what made you do that?
I mean, first of all, I was not into like fast foods. I was
Yeah.
always scared about
That's
like,
good.
like health issues and like heart issues, all that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah.
So I was like, oh, I'm gonna stay away from that.
You never really had that bad American diet, huh?
No. I think
Yeah.
I had my first fast food after my first show.
Oh wow.
What was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, what'd
I
you
think
have?
It was like In-N-Out, basically. Then I started eating like burgers from BJ's, like Chinese food. After the first show, I was like, I can start eating like a normal dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you like In-N-Out? Like, was
Yeah, I do like In-N-Out.
I think In-N-Out's mid as
I mean,
shit.
it's all right.
So I ain't gonna.
Everything at that point is like tastes delicious. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, so I was in prep for 16 weeks myself, and last night I went after the gym and I got an out burger, and it was just my daughter. It was just so good. And I got fries, and I'm like, oh my god, this is life.
What'd you get? Like a 4x4? Or?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I got 2 double doubles and 2 fries, and I went to work. And it was definitely good, man. And man, I love your story. I love like talking to you. You definitely represent what Invest Apparel is about. When I started my brand and I started like my podcast, just to give you guys an inner look into like my thoughts and what really goes into the brand, like who the brand is for. You know, the brand is for those that are committed to becoming better versions of themselves every single day. If you wake up and you're trying to get better or whatever it is you do in your life, it's being a better father, better husband, better bodybuilder, just a better person in general, you are invested and you do represent Invest Apparel. So Michael, man, talk to me a little bit about your story a little bit, man. What pushes you, dude? Because I see you in the gym every day. Like
Honestly,
every single day I'm there, your ass is in there working, man.
I don't know if I'm more like addicted
Okay.
than I am like motivated to go to the gym. Like
You just do it like just to fucking because like you know you need to, right?
because it feels good.
Yeah.
It makes the rest of my day easy.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. Like honestly, I start tweaking if I don't go. So
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I
yeah.
need to go.
See,
Like,
that's the thing. It's the thing. We have, and you have ambition. Do you want to compete, or you just want to just hang out, or what are you looking to do?
No, I'm not looking to compete.
See, that's the thing. We have competitive athlete, coach, competitive athlete, just avid gym goer.
Average gym guy.
And we can all we're all connected because we all understand the value of just going. Like, even if I didn't compete, like, I honestly started competing like recently, like last year. I just worked out for years because it just made me feel good. Like I liked it. I fell in love with the way it made me feel. I fell in love with just the process, and I fell in love with the mental strength it kind of gave me. It made me better in life. It made me better at work. It just made me better overall. So is that kind of how you feel?
Yeah. I mean, it makes me motivated in other areas of my life. I mean, it keeps me out of trouble too.
Yeah.
You know, like because I'm not like roaming around the streets.
It's like, what else would you? It's like, what else would you do, right? People are like, hey, and you're addicted to the gym. Right. You're addicted to the gym. You're addicted to the goddamn gym. I'm like, shit. You want me like addicted to crack? What do you want me to do? I gotta do something, right?
Yeah. You want me to be addicted to gambling? Shit. Make my family go broke? What you want?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, man, I think that's dope because, like I said, you just understanding the value of need to go. And I'm pretty sure there's days when you're kind of tired, you go anyway, right?
Yeah. There's some days where I just go and just do cardio. Maybe I won't even do cardio. I just go straight in the sauna and just chill. But just like the atmosphere, just really
the
helps
energy,
you.
the energy.
Yeah, I mean, it keeps you out of depression. It keeps you just upbeat, happy, and then you meet people, and you know, and then you see everybody from different walks of Earth, and you just you know, you like listen to people's stories and shit. And
yeah. Like for me, I just like, you know, probably all of us can attest to having bad days in life. Yeah. Days are good, days are bad. On the days that are good, I go. On the days that are bad, I still go. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, what am I? For me, it's like, what else am I gonna do? Right. You know, and I've had a rough year myself personally. You know, I've had some different relationship changes, going through like a divorce and stuff like that. It's like rough. I was going through a divorce in contest prep.
Oh wow!
That's too mental, man.
I've heard contest prep makes relationships real tough.
And I'm gonna talk to Eldo about that. Yeah. So, you know who is you know who John Jewett is?
Yes, I know.
For J3U University, right?
Yeah.
University. So I was watching a YouTube video about him last night, and his wife, Renee, she also bodybuilds, and John Jewett's sponsored by Animal. I love his story. And he discussed it, and he said he had to make a choice in his life because he wanted to go all in on bodybuilding. All in. And unfortunately, the partner he had didn't want him to go all in on bodybuilding. So he had to make a decision. He had to make a tough choice. And in life, sometimes that's what happens. And I think for me, I wanted to go all in on my Invest brand.
Yeah.
I wanted to step on stage and start to compete and do that. And, not everybody is meant to go where you're going.
Yeah.
So even my story's kind of very similar to his. I really made a decision to go all in on Invest. And I had to leave the other situation behind, but as I'm fast forwarding, 8, 9 months, 10 months, whatever it is, removed from that particular situation, damn, I made a good decision.
Yeah. I mean,
it didn't feel good in the beginning. It was like a little bit of suffer, but damn, as I start to see everything to start to come to fruition, I'm like, wow, that was the right decision to make.
It's important to like take risk and go after your dreams.
Yeah.
I mean, because you only have so many years on this earth. I think it's super important. I think you might have made the right decision.
You have one life. And I actually started Invest Apparel because I was sitting at a company I used to work for. And myself, I made decent money there. I had fucking free medical, I had a pension. I mean, I'd be set, when I would retire. Everyone's like, man, when you get 60 something, you're going to be set. You're not going to have to work. You're going to make the same money, if not more, because you're going to get your pension. You're going to get Social Security. I mean, John, you're set. But I'm like, damn, I got another 30 years at the time to work. I'm like, man, but this isn't really for me. And I seen where I was at, good people, great people, but I didn't see people that saw the value of the importance of investing in themselves. And that's where Invest Apparel started on my lunch break, actually just looking around me at people that were good people, but they're just so stuck in the daily grind. Didn't love what they do, didn't enjoy what they did, didn't really have time to invest in themselves. And I wanted to really highlight the importance of taking time in your day to do something for you. Even if it's take a walk, even if it's, an hour in the gym, reading a book, just sitting in a room, just thinking. But even peace of mind, that was when I started Invest Apparel. So Eldo, man, in your story, it's great to see that you're in a place to where you're getting ready to step back on stage. It's been what, almost 2 years since you've been on stage? Year and a half?
2 years.
Yeah, man.
Last time I stepped on stage was 2022 August.
Yeah. So
I was gonna do nationals 2023.
Mm-hmm.
Then I was not able to do the nationals.
Yeah.
So all the life stuff happens.
Yeah.
Then I started talking to Patrick. He came up to me one day. You know Patrick, right?
Yeah.
It was like, Eldo, I want to step on stage.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
The coaching aspect started.
And I was like, start coaching him.
Yeah.
Then the way his physique started to change, his
Yeah.
diet, I think he brought back my fire in me.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think I need to step on stage again. I got to start dieting. I got to take it more serious.
Yeah.
And I was like, start prepping for a show again. I'm slowly getting lean again.
Yes.
So,
The young kid motivated you, inspired you.
yeah.
And I saw his pictures, because I saw him at the gym before, and I was seeing how many weeks he was out. And I was like, huh. But then I saw him right toward the tail end, and I was like, it's like magic, what you're able to do. And I seen the waistline, and that kid is young. He has some crazy fucking genetics, and he'll probably be able to turn pro.
Bro, yeah.
And just being fucking just as I would say, my advice would be to him is, dude, just fucking stay laser focused.
I told him the same thing this morning.
Ignore all the bull, all the fluff, the women, all that stuff. Stay so focused on your goal, and don't have anything that's coming with you that doesn't want to be a part of what you're doing. Like the way I'm living now, and I wish that I would have figured this out 20 years ago, but fuck it, I figured it out now. It's better late than never, right?
Yep.
And you might have saw a post I put a month ago on Instagram, and this is true to me. So when it comes to goals and aspirations, I don't negotiate with terrorists. And what I mean by terrorists, I don't mean like bombers and people like that. I mean dream killers. Right. People that aren't trying to do what we do, don't want to go where we're going. It's fine for you not to want to do what I'm doing, but don't try to kill my dream. Don't stop my dream. Don't tell me it's this or that.
Yeah. Has that happened for you?
Yeah, absolutely. And
Happened to me a couple times.
Happened to you
A lot
too?
of times.
Yeah. So I have a saying now, like a city bus, right? The RT. The bus has mandatory destinations every day, right? So it's going to this place, going here, it's going there, it's picking up these individuals, right? And the bus doesn't know who's getting off, who's getting on, but the bus is going where it's going, right? So you have to develop that mindset to where this is where I'm going. You can get off my bus if you want. You can hop on the bus if you want, but this is where the bus is going. So, you know, I have a newer lady in my life, great woman, Liz. But I've explained to Liz where I'm going. And my destinations for me, they're just not negotiable.
Right.
This is where I'm going.
Yep.
And that's fine if someone doesn't want to go there. But I feel like for your goals, you have to develop that mindset. But man, talk to me about the headspace you're in now, man, because it wasn't always there, man. Just finding just that. I love seeing where you're at now, man. But one thing I know about you, even when you were going through a tough time, you were still showing up to the gym because you knew that you needed that. You didn't give up. You didn't lose yourself. You didn't become this like sloppy version of yourself. Like you still like hung on and you still showed up. And I think I told you to just keep coming here, just keep showing up because the places that you've been, I've been there. The lows you've been there, I've been there.
I got my rock bottom last year. I
Yeah.
thought I would never compete again or do bodybuilding again.
Yeah.
I was like, but slowly I realized I cannot stay at that point. I gotta get back up.
Yeah. Yeah. Just talk to somebody out there right now because people go through stuff. Right. And I think people who lift weights and bodybuild, like the mental toughness is different because we're so structured and we're disciplined that even when we go through tough stuff, we tend to be able to deal with it a little bit better. I think just having that regimen, we're able to manage the stress. And I think it helps me a lot. Like even in my professional life, sometimes my work, because I work in management, sometimes my job is like hella chaotic. It's like a tornado. But I think with having the fitness regimen, it makes me just really calm and just really clear-headed.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, it does, huh?
I think so, definitely. Chills you out.
Yeah. I tell everybody, like, I think everybody should give exercise a shot. You know, and everyone has to be, like, jacked or, like, a bodybuilder or step on stage. Most people will never step on stage, although, like, that's, like, you know, 5% of the people. Like, I was at a show, you know, in Fresno, and the community's small, you know, compared to just the regular people. But it's a community that's locked in. But I think if everyone put a little bit of work and exercise, like going to feel better.
Even just walking like 20 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day. I mean, it changes you. Yeah. I mean, when COVID was happening, going for a walk helps a lot with your mental health.
Yeah. You're never going to feel bad about, like, after you get done exercising. You're never going to feel bad.
Yeah.
Even on the days, like, I didn't want to go, I was like, let me just get the gym bag and just get in the car. Let me just drive here. I'm in the parking lot now. I don't have a choice. Let me walk in.
Yeah.
I got it.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially when you're on a prep, like 4 weeks out, 3 weeks out, you're going to feel it. Like, you don't want to even move. You don't want to move. All you want to do is stay in the bed.
Talk to the listeners about prep, man, about how mental. What are you 6 weeks out now?
6 weeks out.
Yeah, you're close.
Out. So 5 weeks out
I'll be at
from
that
P
show.
week.
Yeah.
So right now I'm slowly starting getting that tired feeling.
The hell's coming. Hell is coming.
Yeah,
like
coming.
Once I got like 3 weeks out, like it was hard. Like my girl didn't want to deal with me anymore. I was like, it's not you, it's me.
It's me.
I just the energy was low. Just the mental
fall.
fall. Like you don't want to deal with people. You don't want. It's like hard. Like you said, it gets hard to get out of bed. Just being able to move around and walk around is just.
Yeah, I remember like back in 2021, I was coaching by myself, and I was in X-ray school.
Yeah.
So I was like, I was pretty lean 4 weeks out, but
Yeah.
I was never gonna do a show. I was like, oh, I'm pretty lean, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna do a show. That's how I
Wow.
signed up for a show.
Oh wow, you're already lean.
Yeah, then I
That's
was like-
crazy, man. To be lean enough to be 4 weeks out.
Yeah, just like, hey, I'm gonna do a show.
What's gonna happen?
It's wild.
Yeah. I remember telling this to my friend Ronell about, dude, I think I can do a show. That's how I stepped on stage 2021.
Should I stay 16 weeks
That takes
out?
some cojones, or just going on stage. Period takes some balls.
Yeah.
I mean, both you guys, because you competed too, right?
Yeah. It's funny, right? He actually, like, I didn't know, like I said, I worked out for a while, but what I'm bodybuilding and working out is different.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know anything.
Like
about
even me, one thing I'm doing is I'm investing in the process 'cause I want to compete again in May, but I want to bring something different to the table. I myself believe I'm gonna continue to bring a better package, but what I want to bring to the table is the way I move and the way I pose and my flow. So I'm actually investing in taking contemporary dance lessons because I understand that I need to bring. It's when you bodybuild, and Eldo knows this. It isn't just about being buff.
Right.
Like it's not just about being buff. Like the person that beat me, I probably was buffer than them. But the fact of the matter is, did you move better? Did you present it better? It's an art.
Yeah, it's art presentation.
And you're a
Nice.
pretty good poser, man. Like I said, he taught me how to just do basic poses in the back at Cal Fit one time. Like, I'm gonna compete. I didn't know how to fucking pose. He was over there showing me
I still don't know how to spread my lats.
how to flow
Yeah.
and just how to just do it, man. You just have just that natural, like, not everyone can coach. Like, you have the patience for it. You just have it, and you have a general nature to where you legitimately want to help people.
Right.
And not everyone that competes can coach, but you compete. And I think for you, once you decide to hang it up, whenever that is, I believe you can have a great future in coaching and how you're learning about the game, the nutrition and all that, man. You could be a little John Jewett, man. Could have your own, J3U university, like, bodybuilding school.
Wow.
Like, definitely, man, I see that in you. So what are you looking to do for this show, man? What are you looking to bring to the table, man? I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there. Actually, Invest Apparel is actually looking at working with Spectrum. So we're actually going to be sponsoring some of the merchandise and the t-shirts and stuff like that. So the athletes will actually be rocking our gear. I'm actually going to be there in attendance, man, repping you, man, and watching you do that show and really cheering you on, man. What are you trying to bring this time, man?
I'm trying to do men's physique.
Okay.
And I'm trying to do classic. And I'm trying to do bodybuilding. All
Ooh,
three.
okay. I'm going to see you 3 times.
3 times. You'll see me 3 times on stage.
Okay.
And I'm trying to bring my best conditioning up.
Yes.
So 2022, I was like pretty lean.
Yeah.
I was bigger, but I feel like I wasn't lean enough.
Yeah.
And I got first in open for bodybuilding and first in classic and third in men's physique.
Wow.
But I wasn't lean enough.
Yeah.
I wasn't happy with myself. So
Yeah.
2021, that was the most shredded physique I ever brought.
It's crazy. Like, I'll hear different things from different judges, and they're like you'll hear people saying that they're looking at the leanest person, and then you hear some people are looking at someone who might have decent leanness but just the muscle structure.
Right.
So it's like finding that balance between being super lean and also being able to bring the muscle too, because you can be super lean and then strip down and lost the muscle, and then they dock you for that. So just talk about trying to find that balance, because like the judges, they look at different stuff. I'm hearing like different shit. The leanest guy, I'm hearing just the more, not necessarily just the leanest, but like kind of the overall person. So just kind of talk to me about just the way you see it and just how you're balancing the leanness while trying to keep the muscle at the same time.
I mean,
Hold on to as much of it.
To a point, like if you get like super shredded, you might look a little bit skinny. Like,
Yeah.
And it all depends upon how you peak at the day
Yeah.
of the show.
That's hard.
That's the hard part.
Yeah.
So if you're fat, you won't be able to
Yeah.
look conditioned.
Yeah.
And if you like, what's that called? What's that called?
Carb load,
No, if you like,
carb deplete,
Carb cycle.
carb cycle.
no, carb cycle. If you spill over,
Yeah, from filling too many carbs up
Yeah.
in the days before, just loading
Yeah.
that shit up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so the more flat you look, the more shredded you look,
Right. But you're flat.
but you're flat. But when you put that carbs in, you get more tighter. You got to find that sweet spot.
The balance where it's just in the muscle.
Yeah,
Because then it
just in
starts
the
to
muscle.
spill out of
Yeah.
the muscle.
Yeah.
And then you're you're totally fucked.
Then you look like you're not shredded, even though you're shredded.
Like a walrus.
Yeah,
That's wild.
That's the you got to find that sweet spot. Like
Yeah.
the day before the show, you're like super shredded, and the day of the show, you look watery or like puffy.
Yeah, it's weird because I've
It's-
seen times where like I'm like the day before I feel I look better.
Yeah.
Like what the hell is going on? And I've had times where like after I go eat one meal, then like I look better. It's like just trying to find just that balance. And I think this time for me, I wouldn't say we nailed it, but we got better. Starting to learn a little bit more about the body, you know, how to peak, and it's a science to it, and it's tough. Again, competition is not for everybody because you have to be willing to go out there and get judged by people that don't know you. These motherfuckers, I'm being real, they're not your friends. They don't know you. So people are harsh and people can talk trash. But again, most of them will never step, you know, on stage. So I will give my advice to anybody and they say, hey, do you think I can compete? I'll tell you, you know what? Take a stab at it and see how you feel. And then, you know, do one and then see if you want to go out there and you want to do another. Like, I'll be real with you. When I first did my first, I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't have a coach. I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to go out here and just see if I even like it, if I even have a stomach. If I didn't want to see and invest all this money in coaching, I didn't like it. I know people that'll go out one time and do a show when it's too much. And like, this is just too much.
Right.
I went out there, didn't get the result I wanted, but realized I had the stomach for it, realized I had the guts for it, and realized that if I kept learning about the process of contests, I could keep getting better. And for me, I'm just such an competitor. I'm so invested. For me, I want to give a shot at the next couple years and just see where I land. I just kind of fell. And one thing I'll say for me, and maybe you can attest to this, maybe you being in the military, you can attest to this. And before we get out of here, there's something I'll give to my listeners is anything you want to do, it takes a process, like a plan. Like when you went into the military, there's like processes and things you had to follow, a certain structure.
Right.
And you know that. And you know with the bodybuilding and stuff like that. And I know that. So what I tell people is look at what you want to do. What are the processes? And if you want to excel at it, you're going to have to learn to fall in love with the processes.
Right.
You have to learn to appreciate the processes. So
And that's not easy to do all the time either.
it's hard.
It's hella hard.
It is. But if you can develop, I think, that understanding, not necessarily love it, but like a respect for it.
Yeah, that's a
You
good
know
way
what
to
I'm
put it.
saying? Like, I'm not going to sit here and say, fuck, like, I know you ain't going to sit here and say you just in love with a 16-week prep. Like, it was brutal. Like, for me, it was hard because my lady likes to do stuff. I went to a wedding and prep. I'm in a wedding, man. They're out there drinking. They're eating food. I'm like, oh, my God. I'm sitting at the table. I haven't touched asparagus in a month. I'll go back to it soon. But I was eating my asparagus and my chicken.
And I got the same situation coming up. My close one, he's getting engaged on my peak week.
Oh, no.
And I got to fly
Oh,
to
no.
Oklahoma.
Oh,
So,
wow.
but I'll be back November 3rd, and the show is gonna
How
be
long are you going out there for a day?
like 3 days, 4 days.
You bring your food?
I'm gonna take my food.
Are we staying in a hotel, Airbnb, or what are you doing?
I'm gonna stay in the hotel.
Yeah, so what I did for when I went to Fresno, and shout out to my lady Liz, man. She's a planner. She really helps me plan stuff because like I plan but I don't. Like I do but I don't. Like I don't know. Women are just I don't know. I want to be sexist. I feel like they're good planners.
They're great.
And she was like, hey, you know, you can stay at this hotel. You're traveling. You're driving 2.5, 3 hours. You know, you're stressed out. Let's get Airbnb. And Airbnb was nice. It was like a nice house. It's a nice setup. I can went there on a Friday, man, just put my feet up, man. I had no stress, man. It was nice, man. Definitely gonna say shout out to my girl, shout out to Liz, man. Definitely for that. Before I get you out of here though, we went to Alphaland, man. Real talk to the listeners about that. How was Alphaland, man? I remember we talked a little bit about it, but share it with the listeners. I view it as like a bodybuilder's kind of a Disneyland.
Right, it's right. I already missed that gym, to be honest.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I never seen a big with so many influencers, like Instagram influencers, TikTok. Everyone walks with a tripod and an expensive
told me.
camera. Yeah. And everyone looks good there.
Yeah.
Like, everyone looks in shape.
Yeah.
And they'll come up to you and they'll talk to you.
That's
They'll, like,
dope.
if you have a great physique.
It was a good community, huh?
Yeah, it's a great community.
Like people it feels good. You're with like-minded people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's like into bodybuilding.
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
more culture into bodybuilding. And the whole gym is like a vibe. They got a restaurant inside.
Yeah, I seen that.
They got a space for kids to study and do their homework.
Everything
patio,
for everybody.
like soccer field.
That's dope.
Everything's there. think there's like 2 gyms. Like there's an indoor gym, and we walk through a door.
Yeah.
There's another gym.
Yeah.
There's no air conditioning in that gym. It's like
That's like the
pretty
ones, the people that's really in there are getting
Yeah,
it, you
yeah.
know.
much- That's why I took my shirt
I
off.
seen it with
I
your
was
shirt. I
like,
said, man, this guy's like in a dungeon or something.
it's
He's
a badass
hardcore.
gym, Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
definitely
pretty
nice.
cool gym.
I'm gonna put-
Everyone should visit that gym. It's
I'm gonna
pretty
put that
good.
onto my bucket on my list because I got a Vegas trip now, and then I'm trying to get to New Orleans maybe before January before I compete. Then I think after I'm done with my show, I'll be looking at taking a trip out to Texas and definitely checking out Alphaland, man.
That one dude, Christian, owns it, right? The YouTuber dude.
Yeah, that's his gym.
Really?
Yeah.
That's dope.
Okay, yeah.
Christian Guzman.
That's
Is he still
dope.
active? Yeah, Christian Guzman. I used to watch him all the time.
Yeah. That's definitely, man. That is dope. Hey, before I get you out of here, so your boy Patrick, the Eldo 2.0, he's competing in the show as well, right?
Yeah, we're doing the same show.
Man, that's
And
nice.
Tough part is me and him.
You
might be
ever
in the
been to a
same
show?
class.
I've never been.
Should
to
go,
I'm
man.
I'm gonna take him.
You should go, man. I'll be there. I'll be in the building, man.
Yeah,
you
I'm
should
gonna
go.
check it out.
Yeah, go, man. It's
Gotta
fun.
support Eldo.
It's fun, man.
So me and Patrick might be in the same class for men's physique. So that'll be, I don't know. But
Yeah, interesting.
This is the thing. Like for me, I want him to beat me.
Yeah.
That's how I want.
Beat the coach, huh?
Yeah, he got a great physique.
He
I
does.
think he still can beat
Yeah.
everyone.
He has so much potential
So
to
much
continue just to
potential.
get better because I've seen the structure.
Yeah.
You know, I saw him, 2 years back, like even when he was younger, before he started, I was like, in my head, I'm like, I haven't really spoke to him, but in my head, I'm looking like, damn, if he got like hardcore with, you could just see the potential was already there. He got diced and dialed down and really, really just hit it, dude. He's right there.
He got more lean like 4 or 5 days after the show. Damn. He got more tighter. And
How'd he get tighter? I got fatter.
It's like he got super tight. So I was like, damn, I wish he had that physique
On the stage.
Yeah.
But
So that's
wow.
Yeah, I think Patrick needs to take it serious. He
Yeah.
has crazy potential.
Because he reminds me of like, I don't think he knows and realizes maybe I haven't spoke to him, but just like I don't know if he knows what he has.
Yeah, I don't know if he knows either. I think he's starting to know. I think
To
he's starting
know
figure
like
it out.
what he, I think before
I mean,
maybe.
people been telling him.
Yeah, I've been.
I think he was around. He loved working out,
Yeah.
but I don't think he knew because he was young.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you know what you have when you're
Yeah.
like 19, 20 years old? Like, hey, I look good, I look cool, posting pictures, but maybe you don't know. Like, dude, you're young. Do you know what you could be in the next 5 years? Like, you could run the division.
Dude, I don't even think he's been lifting that long, honestly.
no.
Like
2 years.
2
Yeah.
years.
Jesus
I
Christ.
met him 2 years ago, and he wasn't that big. Like in a year and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've known him before he hit puberty.
I've seen him. I've seen him probably when he first hit the gym, maybe 2 years ago, and I've seen the growth in that kid in 2 years. I'm like, wow, you can just see it, the respect. I'm like, damn, he must have some really good genetics on top of that because some of that genetics it plays a role.
Yeah. And he's pretty active all the time. He does track and field.
Okay.
He comes to the gym a couple times to play basketball. So
He hoops too.
yeah, so yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty cool. And one thing about Patrick, so I have a lot of friends who come up to me and they'll say, oh, I want to compete Eldo.
Yeah.
And they keep pushing it. But Patrick, he came up to me. He started the prep. After 2 days, he started sending me his check-ins,
He's
pictures.
serious.
He was damn serious.
Yeah, because I think
He stick onto it. He did it.
yeah.
That's one thing I'm telling everyone. Like, so, dude, you don't wait till you get big. It's an amateur show.
Yeah.
Go step on stage. Get your
Yeah.
ass kicked.
Yes.
That's how we learn.
That's how you learn.
That's how we learn.
Yeah.
If you keep waiting, you'll just keep on waiting.
I love that.
Yeah.
Just go in there,
Get your ass kicked.
get your ass kicked a time or two,
Yeah.
and get better.
The mentality is if they want to get bigger, they want to get the first place at the first time they step on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. You have to train to get first. I know that, but don't keep waiting. Just go step on stage.
And
That's
do
what
it.
I did.
Yeah.
I was like, whatever, I'm gonna step on stage. My first show, open class, I got 6th place,
Yeah.
but I got first in true novice and novice. But I
Yeah.
wasn't disappointed. I kept on moving. Yeah. So just don't wait. Just
Yeah. Everybody's so worried about the placing, the first
I
place
still see a
placing.
lot of kids with great physique, great potential,
Yeah.
but they have that mindset. Oh, they're gonna lose.
Yeah.
You cannot have that. You have
Yeah.
to step on stage.
Yeah.
Get your ass kicked.
You have to be.
Who knows? Who knows?
You might win,
You might win.
but you have to be willing to lose because people ask me like, "Oh man, you do this 16-week prep and you lose. Like, how do you feel?" I'm like, to me, I might not have got the first place, but I didn't fucking lose. Like I put together a respectable, good physique, and I'm coming back again, and I'm doing something that 90-something% of people will never be able to do. So for me, I'm in love with the process and the journey. And for me, I left Fresno fucking motivated, like more than ever before to get better. I left realizing, okay, I knew what I need to do for next time. It wasn't like, oh my God, yeah, I thought I could have did better, but it was like, what do I need to do to get better? And now I know.
Right.
Focus in on that. Right. It's okay to get your butt kicked a time or two. Right. If you keep coming back, you keep getting better, eventually you're going to be the one kicking ass. Yeah. You have to just develop that mindset. People are so afraid to fail at everything. It's not just bodybuilding. It's just life and taking, you say we're talking about taking risks. You have to take chances. You have to take risks. You're never going to make a shot in the basket if you never shoot it. Right. You might miss the first 5, but if you stop shooting,
exactly.
You know. Yeah. So before I get you guys out of here, I always have my guests close up on their own little piece of what they think invest in yourself like mean. Like, what does it mean to you? You know, what would be your advice to people to invest a little bit into themselves, like in your own words? Like, I have my words of what I say, but yeah. How do you feel about that, man? You're repping the hoodie, man. Looks good on you, brother.
To me, I think invest in yourself means to really think about what you want for yourself personally. Like, don't let society dictate what you think you want. Like, really do some soul searching, you know what I mean? Find your passion. Yes. And no matter what age, no matter wherever you are in life, like, it's never too late, you know? Like, if you're freaking 30 and you're thinking about going back to college, I think you should. You know what I mean? Like, just really, what do you want? What do you want? And some people, you know, they learn that later, you know? Like, society, they kind of, like, manipulate you a little bit. Yeah, I mean.
Facts.
It takes time to get to know yourself, you know what I mean?
It does.
But, yeah, that's what invest means to me.
You just spoke to my thought process of society can manipulate you.
Yeah.
Like, society will tell you to go one way because a lot of people don't realize this, but they live life like on autopilot. Mm-hmm. And the things they do in their decisions. I'll ask people sometimes when they're doing stuff, I'm like, dude, is that something you really wanted to do? Well, everybody else was doing it. My friends were doing it. My parents did it. So you saying that, like, but again, it takes time sometimes to really like figure that out. Society can kind of manipulate you because like it isn't cookie cutter.
Yeah, with all this like social media influence, like you don't know what the hell you want. Go figure out what you want. You know what I mean? I didn't.
Yeah.
Till like recent, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, like I figured stuff out a lot later. Like I'll talk to younger kids and they'll think like, man, Johnny always had it figured out. No, Johnny didn't. Like I start figuring stuff out like a lot later in life. So, but now I can share my stories with the younger people because I had a lot of fumbles. So I can stop someone that's 19 or 20, that was me 20 years ago. I can give them an advice that'll actually help them to get to where I'm at like a lot quicker without all the fumbles and all the crap that I went through because I didn't have any mentor. I didn't have anyone telling me anything positive. I didn't grow up with a dad. I didn't have anyone telling me I can do anything or really I can be much of anything. I had to just figure things out like a lot later. So like I said, anybody that comes to me asks for advice about things that I've been through, I can kind of attest to that because I've been through certain things and have went through things and I've came out on the other side of some pretty tough stuff. Eldo, invest. What does investing in yourself mean to you, brother?
For me, my advice is that focus on yourself. Don't let anyone take your dreams away. Just stay on the right path. Go straight. Obstacles may come in, but just keep moving forward.
Yeah.
I mean, you cannot lose yourself.
No.
Like just do yourself. Just do what you love.
Yeah.
Just keep moving forward and have discipline.
Yeah. Gotta have the discipline. Yeah. You guys have heard it. Like my man Michael spoke what invest means. My man Eldo, and you guys know Johnny Invest. You guys been hearing me for years, so you know what I think about invest. And both my guys said some real stuff. You got to do what works for you. Find your way. Don't let anyone take away your goals and your dreams because they're yours. You own them. They belong to you. Like my dreams might not be yours. His dreams are different. You know, her dreams are different. They're yours. Don't stop chasing them. Don't negotiate with people that are trying to kill your dreams. It's your boy, Johnny Invest, my man Michael, my man Eldo, the Invest Podcast, Investments. Make sure you smack that subscribe button to subscribe to Invest Universal. We'll see you next time.